purpose of this video is to show you how we would bond a new fiberglass roof to an existing felt roof. The common mistake is to take the fiberglass and bond it to the felt. With the styrene and the resin, it will melt the felt and effectively you will have a soft bond there that eventually will delaminate. So, a method we've developed over experience of doing this many times. So we're going to use a pre-made piece of fiberglass to achieve the bond to the felt, and then the tail of the fiberglass will be acceptable to continue the fiberglass roof from. So the first thing to do is to clean approximately 6 or 8 inches of the felt, about 150-200 ml of the felt, thoroughly. Brush it, water, whatever it needs to get a nice solid surface with no debris on it. Yeah. Next step then is to offer the F300 over the felt using a marker, and about 50-50 is acceptable. That'll give you about 6 inches either side, or importantly 6 inches of bonding surface. I'm just going to draw a line down the F300 so that I know where the tail is intended to finish. What we use to achieve the bond is acrylic roofing products. We like to use Acrobond. It's a good quality product at a reasonable price on the marketplace. And we take a liberal amount of the Acrobond. Don't be shy with it. If this joint fails, you may well be back on the roof doing a lot of work to remake the joint. So, a nice thick layer of the Acrobond. Just onto the line. This compound will bond quite well to the felt, and it will bond quite well to the fiberglass. Make sure that when you apply the F300, you apply it with the dull side up. As we mentioned before, all of the pre-made edge trims have a shiny side and a dull side. If you use the correct side up, which is the dull side, you've no need to sand it or wipe it with acetone. The surface will be able to be readily bonded to by the fiberglass. If you're in a situation you have to use the shiny side, depending on the job you're doing, you can always sand it, wipe it with acetone, and have the same effect. Yeah. In this case, we're not going to do that, we're just going to use the correct side, which is the dull finish, normally found on the inside of the roll. Yeah. So we put it into position into our Acrobond. Now effectively, the joint is 6 inches wide, plenty of roofing compound, it will remain flexible, and as you've got different expansion contractions into the two roof areas, depending on the temperature in the house, etc. Different colours will get hotter or colder, depending on sunshine, etc. The flexibility of the joint should allow for a relatively reasonable amount of movement, so that the joint doesn't delaminate. Use 20mm clout nails, as with the trims, to mechanically fix the product in place. And we want to roll down both sides through the felt and into the new decking for the fiberglass, approximately 100 ml or 4 inches apart. poly pin. We then take some more of the roofing compound and we'll apply it over the edge of the F300 GRP product. Try and get your lines reasonable when applying this because this will be seen by the customer. We now have a tail of GRP ready to accept GRP being bonded onto it. So we'll take a suitable amount of resin. As with all GRP trims, when you apply them, we put the reinforcing bandage on first. Resin on the joint. A strip of reinforcing. More resin on top. Remove the edge. So you have big holes, consolidate the joint. And now we're ready to go with the area. So apply the resin to the area, and as normal we go with our paddle roller to consolidate it and remove any air bubbles. Pay attention to the joint. When this GRP is cured, we'll apply a finishing top coat and we'll take it up to hopefully in a nice neat line. Okay, so the resin is now cured and we're just going to apply a finishing coat, the top coat. Don't forget the catalyst. Top coat is quite viscous, particularly in cold weather. So stir the catalyst in well. Just pour some onto the work here, so that it's not, the roller is now not immersed in the top coat, so we get a nice clean edge on the roller. We work down the line, make sure we cover just onto the roofing compound, again to get a nice seal. There you go. That's the method we use for Stronghold to bond a new GRP roof to an existing felt roof. The important thing is we're using a pre-made fiberglass trim here, which doesn't melt or interfere with the bitumen. We're using acrylic roofing compound to affect the bond, which stays slightly flexible to allow for a small amount of movement. And we've got a nice pre-made GRP tail to bond our GRP surface to.
Northern Building Plastics. Why collect when we can deliver?